first thing I did was measure out half of a cake mix. This is a little tricky, but it equals to about 1 1/2 cups of cake mix. I actually used a digital scale to get the right amount. This is the cake mix that I used. It's a spice cake mix. You can also use a white cake mix or a yellow cake mix. Now I have 3 bananas that are pretty ripe. They were pretty brown and they're smallish. I'm gonna use a fork to mash them up. I'm gonna add the banana in with the cake mix. 2 eggs. 3 tablespoons of oil. I'm using canola oil. You can use vegetable oil too. And I'm using some mini chocolate chips, 1/2 cup. You don't have to use chocolate chips. You can do it without, but you know me. I love my chocolate. Then stir that all together until it is combined. I'm going to add 1 1/2 cups of water into the Instant Pot liner. That will help bring the pot to pressure. Then I have one of these awesome sling things. I'll link to it in the notes below, but it's very handy for recipes like this. If you don't have this, you can use just a plain trivet. I have a bundt cake pan. It's half size. You can order this online. That's where I got it. It was on Amazon, and I'll link to this one too. I'm just gonna spray it really well with some non-stick cooking spray so that and we'll be able to get that banana bread out. I'm gonna scrape the batter into the pan. Kind of smooth the top out a little bit, and then lower the trivet down into the Instant Pot. I'm not going to cover mine, but you surely can if you like with some foil. Just make sure it's domed over the top so that that banana bread can have room to kind of expand. Put the lid on. Make sure the valve is set to sealing, and set the manual or pressure cook button to 60 minutes. Once the time is up, it will start counting up and it will have an L in the front. Go ahead and let that get to 10 minutes and then release the pressure by moving the valve to venting. When you can, remove the lid very gently so that all the water that's on top of the lid, the condensation, won't sink back onto the banana bread. You're just gonna let this banana bread sit for about another 10 minutes, and then we'll turn it over and see what it tastes like. It looks a little bit different than the normal banana bread because it was, essentially steamed rather than baked in an oven. But it is cooked through. If you put a toothpick through the middle, you will find that it is cooked through. I'm gonna use a butter knife to kind of just go around the edges so that this will come out nice and clean. I'm hoping. You just never know. Then I will take my plate or a platter, put it on top of the cake pan, and I'm gonna invert it. 1, 2, 3. Carefully lift this off. Perfect. And there you have it, warm banana bread with mini chocolate chips made in your Instant Pot. This is a perfect way to make banana bread this summer because it won't heat up your kitchen and you can use up all your ripe bananas.